I would request everyone to be kindly seated. Good morning. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Jitendra Singh, Honorable Minister of State for Science and Technology, Earth Science, Government of India, all the dignitaries and delegates who have joined us here. Welcome to the day 2 of India's first Tech Startup Conclave and Awards 2022. Organized by All India Council for Robotics and Automation. This day will be packed with some of the very interesting discussions by an illustrious panel of speakers and some of the disruptive ideas by our young minds. And without any further ado, we will start this event. I would humbly request the President ICRA, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, to kindly escort the Honorable Chief Guest on the dais. Let's welcome them with a huge round of applause. I would request the President ICRA to kindly present the tree plantation certificate to the Honorable Chief Guest. Sir, we have adopted a plantation in your name, and here is the acknowledgement certificate for the same. Kindly accept it. I would request Mr. Ashok from First World Community to kindly join us up on the dais. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause. Now I would request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly proceed and light the auspicious lamp. This indeed marks the beginning of something absolutely auspicious and grand. It's a big day for ICRA and the entire India in technology sector. Wow, what a great day. Thank you so much, sir, once again for marking your glorious presence here. I would request all the dignitaries to be kindly seated. Ladies and gentlemen, we have curated a short video explaining the working of All India Council for Robotics and Automation. Can we have the video on the screen, please?
All India Council for Robotics and Automation launched back in 2014, inspiring to build an ecosystem that connects industries, corporates, startups and academic institutions. Currently acting as the apex body, we are promoting and setting standards in robotics, automation and artificial intelligence. We have assisted over 3,000 member organizations and professionals with cutting-edge technology solutions. We are trying to fill the gap between industries and academia, aligning to the mission and vision of the Indian government. We have equipped itself to meet the present requirements and designed its services. Collaborating with leading tech companies, we are establishing Center of Excellence at academic institutions that empowers new disruptive technologies of Industry 4.0. We are also setting up next-generation robotics and AI labs in schools to bring youngsters to the world of robotics and automation. Over 260 NXR labs has been set up where students learn to make advanced projects with the help of expert trainers. We are upgrading computer and vocational education centers into robotics skill centers by supporting them with Train the Trainer programs as well as equipment and software supplies. Over 2.5 lakh students certified under Robotics Literacy Program at 120 plus robotics skill centers across India. We have created the largest tech competition platform to inculcate the spirit of innovation in young learners and celebrate their talents. In last 5 series of World Robotics Championship Technosian, more than 78,000 techies from India and 22 countries have shown their potential. We engages academic professionals and institutions in various programs in STEM education and recognize their contribution at prestigious India STEM Summit and Awards every year. We are providing a conducive business environment to tech companies and assisting to digitize their business. Also, in global artificial intelligence summits every year, discuss and learn from experts that how AI can transform various industries and execute its program. GAISA also recognize AI professionals and organizations for their accomplishments. We has initiated programs to encourage and support the landscape of Indian tech startups, helping them with technical guidance and making prototypes, entrepreneurship development programs, platforms to connect them with potential clients, meetings with investors to raise funds and rewarding their innovations. We are also focused upon building the architecture integral to the development of automation and AI sector through policy advocacy and strengthening India's position on world's map. We are on a mission to create an epic saga of technology and innovation. We are in a constant search for new horizons. We are building our nation.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was All India Council for Robotics and Automation. Now I would humbly request the President ICRA, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, to kindly join us here and address the gathering and the dignitaries.
Thank you, Namrata. Our Chief Guest, Dr. Shri Jitendra Singh Ji, Minister of Science and Technology, Shri Ashok Ji from First World Community, all the partners, startups, investors, sponsors, thanks to all of you coming here and joining us in this event. Sir, I'll just give you a small brief about this idea of India First. We talk a lot about technologies and all. We know what is the geopolitical scenario today. We know like the kind of scenario with our neighboring countries and European countries. So everybody is talking about the technologies. The concept of India First is like, India is going to become a biggest market for other countries. Because that we are having the largest population as well. We are having largest number of tech expertise as well. So the concept of India First, the India should be the first preference for any country whenever they are seeking some kind of solutions, technology solutions. So this is the whole idea. Now, how is it going to happen? Our Honorable Prime Minister said we have to become a 5 trillion economy. How will it happen? It cannot happen overnight. I personally believe rather, technology is the only solution that can help us to become 5 trillion economy. Because if you see in recent past, so many unicorns are coming up. So a company जो traditional तरीके से काम करती थी, उसको 10,000 crore का turnover करना है, it took 20 years of time, 10 years of time. But if you talk about companies like Byju's, or any other company like Snapdeal and all, they raise overnight just because of the help of technology. So it's not about any business, like if suppose, I'll take an example of food delivery. Food delivery can be a normal traditional business. But if you use the technology, probably you can deliver that food within a short span of time. So it's not about the quality of the food, it's how you reach fast to the consumer. So technology is involved everywhere. So sir, in this event, we have exhibition hall as well, wherein almost 100 plus startups are showcasing their accomplishments, very new innovative ideas you will be seeing here. And apart from this, we have invited, because the ultimate requirement for the tech startup is guidance and investment and the market. So we are solving their purpose completely. Here they are interacting with the investors, whether it is from the government side. In fact, your department like Technology Development Board and other departments were also here. and interacting with them and understanding where exactly they are facing challenge to get some fundings and all. So that has been there. We invited lots of private investors. They are also interacting with these startups and understanding if something is feasible, so that they can invest in their companies. So this is one. And apart from this, we have also invited some decision makers from different industries rather, who understand technologies if they use the technology, and that technology can actually enhance their productivity or reduce the cost or whatever kind of solution they can adopt. So these people will give them, they can become a client for them actually. So this is the entire whole system we have created in this IndiaFirst Tech Startup Conclave. And this is going to be the first initiative in India, first even as a Delhi chapter. After this, we are having 4 new chapters. Next one is in Bangalore, so we'll be covering entire south. Then further, we are having in Mumbai, covering entire west part. Then after, we are having in Chandigarh, covering rest of the north part, and then further in Kolkata to cover entire eastern part. So entire year, we will be having 5 series of such kind of event. And this event, obviously, we are learning a lot, and the kind of encouragement is here in last days as well. So we'll be improving a lot so that further events we can scale up. Probably the participation can be more than 300-400 startups in one particular event. So this is what the initiative AICRA have taken, and it's really great for us, like you are here to bless us in this journey. And this is what. Thank you very much. Thanks to all of you coming here. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us and showing us the way ahead. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time that now we launch a platform where industry solution seekers can approach the solution providers. Yes, it's time that we launch the very auspicious and grand Global Resource of Automation Project and Enterprise Services. I would request the Honorable Chief Guest to kindly do the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Grapes. I would request to kindly play the video of Grapes launch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Grapes, and it is indeed a momentous occasion for ICRA. Now, to shed some more light on this project, I would humbly invite on the dais the Secretary ICRA, Ms. Alka Sachdeva. Let's welcome her with a huge round of applause, everyone.
Thank you, Namrata. First of all, greeting all the audience here, all honorable guests, investors, everyone, and honorable chief guest. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing our event with your honorable presence. Thank you, Ashok, sir, for gracing our event over here. And thank you, Raj, sir, for giving me this opportunity to speak over this platform, wherein we are really very happy to announce this launch of the portal. It's basically a B2B portal. Grapes, if I elaborate more, it is Global Resource of Automation Projects and Enterprise Services. Agenda of this event started with our last event, which we did on artificial intelligence. In September 2021, we did AI Global Summit Awards, in which what we analyzed is there are 5 major sectors which needs our innovative attentions to be performed. Like, to name focused areas, 5, the selective sectors are healthcare, education, agriculture, smart cities, and smart mobility. So considering that focus area, I would say that we have analyzed few challenges, and we want to give actually the, you can say the solution, that exactly how we can further enhance the technology into it, implement the technology into these sectors and enhance the further growth of these particular sectors. So this is how this idea of this portal came across, that is Global Resource of Automation Projects and Enterprise Services. It's a platform which is going to serve as a, you can say, connection between who is seeking for the solutions, technical solutions, and who are the solution providers. To bridge up this gap, like if suppose, for example, I am a solution provider, I am a brilliant engineer who is providing AI solutions into healthcare, education, or any sector. So I need a platform wherein I can exactly connect to, and if if I have a problem, I can pick any industry problem, I'll post over there and I get the solution, I will get connected to who is exactly providing that solution to me. Considering this, we have also analyzed 650 plus consultants who have already registered over this portal. And I'm really happy to announce that now as we have launched, so definitely the numbers are going to increase. And different domains can be targeted. They can put on their question, they can put on their industry problem, and exactly they will be connected to who is providing the solution pertaining to that problem. So it's going to be providing as a platform wherein solution seeker can actually connect to solution provider, and also giving opportunity to our brilliant engineers who are actually giving the solutions, and they can be connected to the industry as well. So customized requirement is also possible in it. So everyone can put down their requests over there, they can register over there. Now it's already launched by our Honorable Minister, so it's really happy moment for us to launch this event and proceeding it further. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ms. Alka. It's absolutely a very happy moment, a very, very momentous occasion for ICRA that we are launching Grapes here. All right, it's time to make an announcement that this year, in August, we will have the 6th edition of world's largest robotics championship series, Technogian. And now, to make the official announcement, I would request the Honorable Chief Guest to kindly do the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, that was world's largest robotic championship series, Technogian. Technology is ever evolving. It has no bounds, and it can be seen in this video that we just played that students from all over the world will showcase their disruptive ideas in this championship. Now, to shed some more light on the Technogian, I would request Mr. Anurag Subba, franchisee head of Technogian, to kindly join us up on the dais. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Chief Guest, Director of ICRA, delegates, and all the dignitaries, very good morning. My name is Anurag Subba, and I welcome you to our second day of Tech Startup Conclave 2022. I represent Technogian. A Technogian is a brand under Abira World. A Technogian is a premium robotic challenges where the students from all across the world, they come and showcase their talent, as you have just witnessed in the video right now, where you have seen the students from all across the world. They make their own robots, they make their own board, and they take part in the various challenges. The last event that we had was in 2019 in Tyagaraja Stadium, where we have witnessed 28,000 students from 22 countries have taken part in this competition, where the students, they challenge head-to-head in 9 different challenges, and they go and represent their country. This year, we are going to have more larger crowd. That means we are going to represent 50,000 students, 50 countries are going to take part in this competition. It's going to be huge, and we are going to host in August. I want you all to be a part of this competition in the month of August. This year, Technogian have come with a new concept where we have said it that countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh are going to organize their own national level competitions. This will be a big step towards the world of robotics. The students who have passions for robotics, who is going to build the career in artificial intelligence, will be a great platform. Our students from all across the world will not only come and showcase their talent, but also get a chance to take part in 9 different challenges. And this year, we are also going to increase the prize money to 50 lakh rupees. Our students from different countries not only going to come and showcase this talent, but also going to take part in 9 different challenges. Our students will also get recognitions from the international bodies, from international countries also. So I just, with this few words, you must have seen it right now in the video, how the students from all across the world are very passionate about robotics. They make their own boat. Can you imagine the students from class 5 to class 12 students? They make their own boats, and they come and head-to-head and take challenges with each other. And as I told you, Technogian has also going to organize a national level championship in the countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. They are also going to organize this, where the students from that country are going to represent in our World Robotic Competition, which is going to be held in August. So with these few words, I'm not going to take much of your time because we have more other events to come around. I'd like to thank everyone being part of this conclave. Thank you so very much, and have a great, wonderful day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anurag. It is our immense pleasure and privilege that we have the honorable presence of our honorable chief guest, Dr. Jitendra Singh, Honorable Minister of State for Science and Technology, Earth Science, Government of India. May I now humbly request the honorable chief guest to kindly join us up on the dais and address the gathering.
President of the Council of Robotics and Automation, Mr. Sharma, the dignitaries present in this room, stakeholders, startups, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I have to compliment the organizers for having conceived this program, which I'm sure are going to propagate the concept and the avenues of startup in India, which still needs to be further publicized and propagated across sections of society, because we have been going around the country and trying to educate the common citizen, particularly the youngsters, about it, but I think much still needs to be done, and I'm sure a council like this and the kind of agenda that they carry would endeavor in that direction. And as far as the government is concerned, you would recall that it was sometime around 2016 when Prime Minister spoke about Startup India from the ramparts of the Red Fort. And prior to that, very much was not discussed about startups. The concept was rather new. But the scheme which was unfolded or rolled out that year had a lot of incentives also for those who took to this, which I'm not sure were actually optimally utilized because of lack of awareness. Again, for example, you had a provision of a tax holiday, you had a provision of a exit period, that if your heart was not into what you were doing, you could also switch over to something else with all the facility and support in place which was provided to you. So I think, and of course in between this COVID came in. So I think it's high time we pick up from where it could not move on, because startup is now in India going to also create, and it's also already started creating new economies and new markets and new entrepreneurship avenues. Of course, some of the more techno-heavy cities like, so that is also part of startup. You innovate way of being seen better to the audience. That precisely is startup. It's innovation happening in whatever we do. So how do you devise a dice so that you can see the speaker in a full profile? So you don't have to send it to a factory. We have youngsters who can do that. I mean, this time he's done it a little crudely. Next time he would learn to do it more sophisticatedly. But this precisely is the startup practice. And I'm glad he made a demonstration while I was speaking. So having said that, the point I was making was that some of the more techno-heavy cities, of course, like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, picked up faster, but still some of the smaller metros and even the B towns are yet to pick up. And I think one of the main reasons for that is that in a country like India, which has lived through centuries and centuries of feudal setup, when we think of employment, when we think of livelihood, we think of a salaried job, reporting to somebody in the morning, marking attendance. In some of the offices, even you have to mark attendance while leaving. But what happens in between, nobody knows. So you can report in the office at 9 o'clock, sign your departure register at 5 o'clock. In between, if you roam around, nobody knows where you're doing. But you get your salary on time. If you don't, then you have the unions in place, the employees union. So that kind of concept has haunted us, because that is possibly a legacy of the slavish mindset which got into us, which conditioned us inadvertently. And therefore, even today, when we talk, I travel almost every week. I'm in 2 or 3 different states. Yesterday I was in Lucknow. Again, I'll be somewhere else tomorrow. You come across youngsters sitting on protest, asking for jobs, for livelihood. And the back of their mind, or also the back of mind of their parents and the elders, is a salaried government job. But I think what we need to actually propagate is to also educate both the citizens as well as the elders, is that no country in the world, however much developed it might be, can provide a salaried government job to everybody. But the responsibility of a sincere, committed government is to create avenues of livelihood. And that is precisely the concept that inspires Startup India. Why I'm saying so is because a lot of talk being done about startups these days become a fashionable subject, actually, even on television and also in platforms like this. But some of the lesser talked about aspects which are actually now causing some kind of an obstructionist role in movement forward. One of them is that, as I said, getting over this mindset of sarkari naukari. And then identify, because we have startup avenues which are much, much more lucrative. The second is, consciously or unconsciously, when we talk of startup, we start identifying it with the age group of the girl who was making very sweet announcement. This age group of 30s, and it's not so actually. I can personally I'm in touch with a number of startups who are past 50. So you're not starting up your age, you're starting up a venture. So that is the second concept, because it's not never written, never talked about, never mentioned in the lofty papers and literary and the literature that is available. So startup can start up anytime. And I'm glad in the last few years we have come across some of the more enlightened individuals who quit their jobs in the corporate sector, some of them even civil services, and took to startup. I find such examples also to a great extent in the field of media, who have given up their job with a leading house and then started up on their own. So there is no age bar for startups. So kindly, this is something that we have to get rid of our minds, because we think startup is only meant for an unemployed youth, or who's an educated unemployed, who's graduated on and doesn't have it, so he goes for a loan. It's not that. Thirdly, why India is different. Now, he was very proudly mentioning that India is going to be the startup hub of the world and the world's, in other words, the world's the favorite destination. But how so? Why so? Because all of us take pride in saying that India is number one, India world power, India Vishwagur, everything. So it goes off in that. Inhone bhi keh diya. Being a Bharatvasi, good Bharatvasi, he said that. So somewhere it doesn't carry conviction sometimes. But the matter of fact is that we live in an evidence-based era, and if we actually talk with facts, indeed, we have the potentials which other countries don't have. For example, you were talking of the technical startups, and this conclave also refers to like that, technical startup conclave. But India has the unique property or characteristic, unlike many other countries, of having avenues other than IT, which are not available in other countries. For example, we have a huge agriculture sector. So unfortunately, the agriculture startup is not sometimes, included in the category of startups. We still think of the old-time Kisan, do bigha zameen, or Mother India, which is not so. It's an agricultural technocrat, agriculture entrepreneurship. And under the Modi government, so much of technology has been rolled out. You have drones irrigating your farm, drones being used for pesticides, you have soil health cards. So a modern day agricultural technocrat, please don't identify modern day technocrat with the age. He could be 60 years. Modern day means today's day. So would have to just sit on his computer and operate. We have technology enough. He doesn't even have to plow the farm or a field as you saw in the movies of 1950s and 60s. So that kind of technology is available in the agriculture sector. India is unique because India has that potential which is not available. If you go to Northeast, you have a huge, about 40% of fruit lying waste on the roadside. Huge pineapple. In our ministry itself, under CSIR, we have started what is known as Aroma Mission, and which has caught the fancy as the Purple Revolution of India, where we provide support to startups to take up lavender cultivation. And they are making lakhs, many of them, within a few months. And those who have actually tasted the flavor of it are now attracting others also. So that is one area which is unique to India. The other area which remains largely unexplored is that of the dairy sector, the milk sector, which again I think other than the erstwhile Soviet Union, Russia, India has the richest source. But when we talk of startup, we talk of only IT startups. I personally came across because we provided support through the Department of Biotechnology, and out of my own learning and my curiosity, I visited those guys, 3 of them. 2 of them had given up their corporate job in Bengaluru. They were B.Tech. And the third one was known to them, was an MBA also in the same city, also quit the job. And these 2 guys now have about 20 cows, and we provide them all the facility and the medicinal equipment to improve the quality of the milk to improve the quality of the progeny, the next generation, which adds value to their product. So they started making much more than they were making from their salaried job with a corporate house. And seeing these two, their third friend who was an MBA also quit the job and joined them. And I asked them, why, what would you do here? And he said, no, I'll help them doing marketing. So I was delighted to find fanciful bottles being created, and they started their own bottle. So that is the other sector. If Amul could do it in Gujarat, somehow it didn't catch fancy. The third sector is what is going to happen in the next few years, which actually will make India the destination. And that is the ocean resources, which we hardly looked that way. Whenever in India, when we think of beach, whether it's Juhu or Chapati or Marine, we only think of popcorn or chaat or coconut water. We don't have the vision to look beyond that. We don't, and that's what I was telling the scientists the other day. In Chennai, you have this National Institute of Ocean Technology from where he hails. I was telling them, did you ever realize Australia is a country, Australia is a continent, Australia is an island. But the ocean around is not named as Australian ocean. India is the only country which has an ocean named after India. It's called Indian Ocean. And therefore, maybe our forefathers, in the times when the scriptures and Vedas were written, could realize the huge, huge assets lying down there, mining. So we've already started exploring that. Our Samundrayaan is already there in place. Maybe a year or so later, we'll be sending a human being down to 5,000 meter, which is the seabed average. And that is going to be also another startup. And actually that is going to attract startups from all over the world because they don't have that kind of resource available to them. And therefore, when we think of all these avenues, the idea of 5 trillion technology appears to be reachable, accessible, and also easy. And the other sector is the health sector. COVID taught us, but not enough. We are into telemedicine sector in a huge way. In fact, right now also, in my own constituency, I'm conducting a sponsored program, which of course we have arranged funds for them. In 20 minutes, they do the total body profile. In the next 10 minutes, they connect you to a super specialist doctor. We've tied up with 4 hospitals, one in Hyderabad, one in Bengaluru, one in Surat, one in Ahmedabad. And in 50 minutes, the person walks out, getting the best of investigations, the best of management. And as an experiment, we started rotating that mobile clinic in some of the most remote areas where people had not even seen a doctor, because in India today you have a huge mismatch. The other day I was telling some of the medicos that in the cities you overtreat and in the rural area he remains undertreated. So this is going to also address that social issue, and at the same time going to be a huge avenue for startup. And now those who are doing this are not necessarily medicos or doctors. The doctor is only located in the place where you are connecting. The entire rest of the thing is being done by some of those who are well versed in technology and IT. And now we are also into the next generation of it, actually. So I don't know whether we are actually preparing ourselves. As I think somebody was mentioning, somebody you called here to speak, no, for 5 minutes? Anuradha. She mentioned a single word, artificial intelligence. I think artificial intelligence is now ready to take over the human intelligence in a big way. So we also already have robotic medicine. When I was talking about telemedicine, I was saying the other day, earlier on, in my times, the idea of among the medico circles was to refer a patient to the doctor. Now you'll be referring doctor to the patient. Because the patient would come and say, okay sir, मुझे ये surgery करानी operation तो वो फलां जगह अच्छे doctor हैं उनके पास भेज दीजिए, मुंबई में, चेन्नई में, Bengaluru. It's not so. Now the doctor will be referred to because he would be able to do that, even the surgery. we are not frequently, we already have now experts who are capable, even in Delhi we have. But we are not largely practicing it because it requires a very precise signaling mechanism, and even in our 4G sometimes, you know, there's a microsecond difference. So if he puts a stitch in Mumbai, it should simultaneously prick the patient lying in Delhi. But when now we are also into 5G and 6G, I think that will also be overcome. So the huge lot of new openings happening which have remained unexplored, and I think it's been appropriately titled India First. Not only that we would have to get used to it, but we have no option but to get used. Like for example, about 10 years back or 15 years back, we would come across a lot of people who would with a lot of disdain and contempt say, "Ye kya, ye internet hai, ye time waste hai." They would contemptuously brush away the idea of using a Twitter or using a Facebook. Now it's become almost a part of your life. For reasons good or bad, that is up to you. Just as you are born, then it's up to you how do you live. But you can't stop your birth happening because you are not in communication with your mother before you born. So it's like that. It's already there in your life, how best to use. So you can't avoid it any longer. You have to get used to it. And that is why, in a forum, I think it's appropriate to say that we have also started a process of a larger integration among these stakeholders. The challenge, I think, which the forum like this should also take over is not only promoting or initiating startups, but then to follow them up and find out how best to sustain these startups. Because many of these startups get initiated, they go through the project, then for the reasons of livelihood, they take a civil service exam, become babus. So the entire effort goes waste, both in terms of human resource as well as financial support. So sustainable startups is the other thing that I think needs to be looked into. And for that, we have to involve industry right from the beginning, not industry as a fun or to have a seminar like this, industry as a stakeholder. Next time, Mr. Sharma will have to invest on some of the startups. He has the option to tell us what kind of resource he needs. Suppose he tells us, no, he needs 2 individuals well-versed in performing this task. We'll give them the training. We have enough of science training avenues in the government. And he will fund for that so that it pinches him if he goes away. So he'll take them back. So that will ensure a sustained livelihood, and it will be a win-win situation. And it will also make a closer association between the two. And therefore, I think in the times to come, the areas which are not explored, the age groups which are not been, incidentally, we are still, pursuing it only among youngsters. It requires a larger degree of awareness, and also as a future entrepreneurship. And indeed, I think we have, at the end of having said what I have said in the last few minutes, we can convincingly say that India is going to be world's favorite startup destination in the times to come. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, sir, for your very inspiring and motivational words. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to recognize the industry stalwarts for their valuable contribution to the industry over the years. I would request the Honorable Minister to kindly do the honors. First, we have the First World Community, which is a non-profit organization that promotes entrepreneurship development across the world. I would request Dr. C.K. Ashok Kumar, the founding chairman of First World Community, to kindly accept it. Let's give a huge round of applause for the spectacular work that First World Community is doing, creating entrepreneurs all over the world. May I now request the Honorable Minister to kindly honor Zoho Corporation, which is an Indian multinational company that makes web-based business tools. I would request someone from Zoho Corporation to kindly join us up on stage. And next we have Pata Navigations Private Limited, which simplifies very long and complex addresses into very short and exclusive custom codes. Can we have a representative from Pata Navigations Private Limited up on stage? Thank you so much for your valuable contribution to the industry. May I now request the President ICRA, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, to kindly honor our honorable chief guest with a memento and shawl. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable presence. Thank you so much for marking your magnificent presence here. And we all are very delighted and we all are very privileged to have you here with us. Huh? Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, yeah. He wants to represent the shawl. Yeah. No, wait. And now that we are here, Dr. C.K. Shokumar also want to honor the President of ICRA, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma. It would be great if we can take a group picture together. And sir, since you have joined us here, we have a small token of love and honor from the side of ICRA. So I would request Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, the President ICRA, to kindly present it to the honorable chief guest. Thank you so much, sir, for marking your magnificent presence here. And please accept it on behalf of ICRA. It was an absolute privilege to have you here. Sir, we have specially curated an exhibition area. We have specially curated an exhibition area right next to it where we have brilliant minds showcasing their disruptive ideas. I would request you to kindly proceed over to that and have a look around. Thank you so much, sir, again for joining us here. We'll resume our event in another 30 minutes. Please join us back in the ballroom for some more interesting panel discussions. I would humbly request all the delegates to kindly reassemble back in the ballroom. We have our honorable guest of honor, Dr. Kiran Bedi, former Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry and IPS officer of India. I would request all the delegates present outside in the lobby to kindly reassemble back in the ballroom. Everyone, please kindly join us back here. It is a humble request made to all the delegates to kindly join us back here in the ballroom. Thank you. And to all the delegates, I request you to kindly practice social distancing. Please practice social distancing. All the delegates present outside in the lobby, please join us back in the ballroom. Okay. Can we have all the students on the stage, please? Hi, welcome everyone. It's so good to have all of you here. Well, these are our young minds, the future of our country on the stage. Hi. What's your name? Uzma, Sanya, Sachin, Ayan, Jay Kumar. So nice to meet all of you.
Same here, ma'am.
Okay. Can we please, somebody from the hotel staff can open the doors so that people can hear me outside? All the delegates present outside in the lobby, I request you to kindly reassemble back in the ballroom. We're going to have a very interesting session by Dr. Kiran Bedi. I request all of you to kindly reassemble back in the ballroom. All the delegates present in the exhibition area, kindly reassemble back here. I request all the delegates to kindly join us back in the ballroom. Please reassemble. Requesting all the delegates to kindly join us back here. Just one more minute, ma'am. Sure, ma'am, sure. Just one moment. क्या करना है? हाँ, नहीं उनको बोलना है यहाँ पे, वो तो बता दिया उन्होंने। हाँ, मेरे हिसाब से। Okay.
Friends, can you call your friends in? Because that's exactly what I've come back for. To connect you with the foundation I talked about, children I talked about. Can your friends drop in? Because thereafter, you and the children of the areas, whether rural, women, prison youth, we all, as I talked about, and our urban youth, they are all here as examples. I promised you yesterday, I've come back especially cutting out some other important commitments. So have my foundation directors come. Can your friends come in if they can? And then I leave it to you to establish a relationship between them. That's what I'm, can you call your friends from the stalls, now that the Honorable Minister, I think, has gone. and we are not disturbing the morning schedule. Can anybody go and bring friends in?
Yeah, ma'am, I have already sent 2 persons over there.
Okay. Because I want to start now. What's the time now?
It's
1:07 already. Okay. So before you all want to break for lunch.
I go, ma'am.
Meanwhile, why don't we begin? Do we begin?
I guess, ma'am.
Let's begin because time is precious. Okay.
Yeah, please, please. Everyone be
Yes,
seated.
sit. All of you sit. Take chairs, beta.
Please be seated. Yeah, you can sit here, Usma. Yeah. Ayan, right? Yes, ma'am. Ayan, I'll get a chair for you. Don't worry.
Now you've by and large seen the exhibitions, by and large? थोड़ी देखी ज़्यादा? देख ली तकरीबन. Anybody else who wishes to join? Because then we will lose what has been said now. Okay, can I quickly ask, turn by turn, those people who've, the colleagues of mine who've come, team members who've come, the foundation leadership has come. Can you please move in, bring others also quickly? Can you all join in quickly? Because this exactly, I'm honoring a commitment which I made yesterday. Can you bring in others who can come, otherwise they'll miss. Somebody said, I want 1,000 children. Straight away somebody yesterday said, ma'am, I want 1,000. Now if you're saying 1,000, the 1,000 are sitting right here. So let's connect. Anybody else who can join in? बहुत बेहतर है. नहीं तो मेहनत खाली खराब हो जाएगी, आधी रहेगी. Half benefit मिलेगा नहीं तो.
Check. 1, 2. All the delegates present outside in the lobby, I would humbly request you to kindly reassemble back in the ballroom. We have our honorable guest of honor, Dr. Kiran Bedi ma'am. I would request you to kindly join us back here. Everyone, hi everybody. All the people, all the delegates present here, I would request you to kindly join us back in the ballroom. We have a very special session by Dr. Kiran Bedi ma'am. Please everyone. Sure, everyone who is present over here, please join us back. Kindly reassemble in the ballroom.
मैं आप
All the
लोगों से
partners,
मिलाना
all the
चाहती हूँ
sponsors, all the delegates.
जिनको आपकी जरूरत है और आपको उनकी जरूरत है. अभी भी नहीं, 1 साल बाद भी, 2 साल बाद भी.
Please everyone, please.
क्योंकि आप
I
हम
request you to kindly
स्टार्टअप
move
हैं
back to the
लेकिन
ballroom.
लॉन्ग स्टार्ट पर हैं. We are on a long journey. So I am now linking you with the needed demographic dividend. Because a demographic dividend is in the villages. It's in the government schools. It's with the NGOs. So I am now linking you with this demographic dividend, which is very keen to learn and very loyal to you. एक बारी आप सिखाएंगे, वो आपका gratitude भूलेंगे नहीं. Great, thank you so much. That's nice of you. See, it's all, it's getting there. Thank you.
I guess we have almost 75% people here. So
Yes.
I guess
yeah.
you may begin.
Good, we can begin. Now let me begin with Sushil. Now Sushil, come. Sushil, अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस करो. आपने अभी क्या आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का काम क्या किया है और कौन से बच्चे हैं, तो कौन से बच्चे से आप कुछ बुलवाना चाहते हो और क्या आपके पास पोटेंशियल है भवाना में, ये बताओ. आपने देख ही लिया एग्जीबिशन में, क्या देखा? गो अहेड.
Yeah, so I'm Sushil Arya and I'm heading the project, one of the project in Navjot India Foundation, Child Education Program. So it's a kind of, because I have...
आगे होके बोलो.
Yes, ma'am.
ये माइक ये बोलो, इधर से बोलो.
Sure. Yeah, so good afternoon everybody and
हिंदी में बोलो.
yes ma'am. तो मेरे लिए भी एक on the job training है ये and because of ma'am
हिंदी में बोलो.
हम सब यहाँ मैम की वजह से इकट्ठा हुए हैं और बहुत अच्छा लगता है नवज्योति में काम करना. एक बड़ी ही पॉजिटिव वाइब्रेशन मिलती हैं, चाहे हम किसी भी क्षेत्र में जाते हैं, चाहे बवाना में काम कर रहे हैं या कहीं और काम कर रहे हैं, तो एक बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त एनर्जी और पॉजिटिव वाइब्रेशन मिलती है। एक ये यूएसपी है नवजोत इंडिया फाउंडेशन की। सो थैंक यू मैम फॉर गिविंग अस दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी, हमें ये मौका देने के लिए। ग्रेट। सो यस, सो बवाना में हम लोग बवाना जो नॉर्थ वेस्ट पार्ट दिल्ली के नॉर्थ वेस्ट पार्ट दिल्ली नॉर्थ में है, एंड वहाँ पर हम तकरीबन 1500 बच्चों को रीच आउट करते हैं, उनको हम रेमेडियल एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड करते हैं। तो हमारे पास जो बच्चे हैं वो क्लास 1 से लेकर 12 तक हैं। बच्चे हमारे पास पढ़ने आते हैं। ये 3S मॉडल है, शिक्षा संस्कार एंड स्किल। शिक्षा में हम बच्चों को एकेडमिक्स एजुकेशन, जो बच्चों की स्कूल में पढ़ाई होती है वो हम कराते हैं। स्किल्स में हम उनको हॉबी क्लासेस देते हैं, जिसमें समर कैंप में हम उनको वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग, और अभी हमने रिसेंटली प्रोजेक्ट कौशल स्टार्ट किया है जिसमें बच्चों को 20 आवर्स की बेसिक ओरिएंटेशन दी जा रही है फ्यूचरिस्टिक कोर्सेज में, जो है आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, कोडिंग, रोबोटिक्स, डेटा एनालिटिक्स एंड स्मार्ट प्रोसेस। सो कोडिंग के लिए हमारे पास वी हैव लाइक डिकोड AI, मिस्टर कार्तिक शर्मा जिसके फाउंडर हैं, एंड फॉर आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड फॉर कोडिंग व्हाइट हेड जूनियर हमें ट्रेनिंग देता है हमारे बच्चों को। 20 आवर्स की बेसिक ऑनलाइन क्लासेस होती हैं। तो हमारे बीच में 2 बच्चे हैं, सानिया एंड जय। इनको 144 क्लासेस फ्री मिली हैं इन द फॉर्म ऑफ स्कॉलरशिप फ्रॉम व्हाइट हेड जूनियर। यस, सो उन्होंने वहां पर ब्लॉक कोडिंग सीखा। तो मैं बच्चों से ही बोलूंगा कि वो आके एक एक करके बताएं कि उन्होंने क्या क्या सीखा कोडिंग के कोर्स में। सो यस, जय आप बताओगे आपने कोडिंग में क्या क्या सीखा? हाँ,
मेरा नाम
हाँ
हेलो
हाँ
मेरा नाम जय है। मैंने पहले सीखा था बेसिक कंप्यूटर। हेलो हेलो हेलो
यस वी कैन। हाँ इधर आ जाओ इधर ही। यस,
मेरा नाम जय है। मैंने पहले कोडिंग में हमने सीखा बेसिक कंप्यूटर, और उसके बाद ब्लॉक कमांड सीखा, और उसके एरे सीखा हमने। तो उसमें बहुत मज़ा आया मेरे को सीखने में, मेरे को इंटरेस्टिंग भी लगा, और फिर मैंने प्रैक्टिस भी करी घर पे। फिर मुझे पता चला नवज्योति में व्हाइट हैट का कोर्सेज हो रहे हैं, तो मैंने फिर ज्वाइन करा। तो मुझे बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगा, तो मैंने फिर सीखा, और फिर मैंने ऐप बना के दिखा दिया फूड। तो मैंने सोचा फिर गेम भी हो रहा, तो मैंने गेम डेवलपमेंट सीखा, और मैंने एक गेम भी बना के दिखाया। तो
जय अभी थोड़ा नर्वस हो रहा है, बट टेक्निकली ही इज वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट। तो जय ने कुछ गेमिंग ऐप भी बनाए हैं खुद से, और खुद की ऐप भी जिसने गेम ऐप इसने डेवलप किए हैं। सो ही इज वेरी टेक्निकली ही साउंड्स वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट। यस, सो नाउ आई विल रिक्वेस्ट सानिया टू कम, एंड सानिया आपको बताएंगी उन्होंने क्या क्या सीखा कोडिंग में। यस सानिया।
माय नेम इज सानिया। मैं आप सबको बताना चाहती हूँ कि मुझे
सानिया
माय नेम इज सानिया। मैं आप सबको बताना चाहती हूँ।
चेक
तो मैंने आप लोगों को अपना नाम बता ही दिया है, जैसे कि मेरा नाम सानिया है। आप लोगों को 2 बार पता चल चुका है मेरा नाम। और मैं बताना चाहती हूँ कि जैसे कि जय भैया ने आप लोगों को बता दिया है कि कोडिंग में हमने क्या क्या सीखा। वाइल लूप, रिपीट लूप्स, और वाइल का मतलब होता है जैसे किसी चीज़ को गिन नहीं पाते उसे हम वाइल बोलते हैं। जैसे कि हम रिपीट लूप्स, जैसे कि एक लूप्स होता है, हम उसके अंदर एक लूप से एक और लगाते हैं, यानी कि रिपीट करना, उसे हम लूप्स बोलते हैं। और हमने वहाँ पे गेम डिज़ाइनिंग भी करा, ऐप डिज़ाइनिंग भी सीखा हमने। तो मुझे जब पता चला कि मुझे 800 बच्चों में से स्कॉलरशिप मिली है, वो भी 144 क्लासेस फ्री, तो पेरेंट्स को बताया, टीचर्स को बताया, सब बहुत खुश हुए। सब ने बोला वेरी गुड सानिया, आप ऐसे ही आगे बढ़ते रहो, पूरे देश का नाम रोशन करो। तो मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी मिली, बहुत मज़ा आया मुझे। मैंने सबको बताया, अपने फ्रेंड्स को, टीचर्स को, और मैंने स्टेटस पे भी लगाया कि मुझे स्कॉलरशिप मिली है। मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि मैंने ये काम किया और मैंने अच्छे से मन लगाकर ये कोडिंग क्लासेस अटेंड की, और मेरे टीचर्स ने भी बहुत मेरे को मतलब मुझे अच्छा बोला कि सानिया वेरी गुड बेटा, सबको बताया, अपने दादू को भी बताया, और मेरे दादू ने बोला कि वेरी गुड सानिया बेटा, तुम ऐसे ही काम करती रहो और मेरा नाम रोशन करती रहो, ऐसे ही बोला। थैंक यू। Thank you for everybody. Yes sir, of course sir, जरूर बताऊंगी। Yes sir, मैं जरूर बताऊंगी, सबको बताऊंगी आप लोगों के बारे में कि आप लोगों ने मेरा नाम लिया। Thank you. Thank you ma'am.
So now I'll request Sachin. Sachin is also, he is in class 8. Yes, Sachin. हाँ, तो सचिन ने भी कोडिंग का कोर्स किया है और बहुत अच्छे से सीखा है। Yes, Sachin. Mask नीचे।
Good afternoon all of you. My name is Sachin. I study in 8th class. और मैं आपको आज कोडिंग के बारे में कुछ बताने जा रहा हूँ जो हमने कोडिंग क्लास के दौरान सीखी है। इसमें हमने बहुत सारी चीज़ें सीखी, जिसमें हमने बाइनरी लैंग्वेज भी सीखी कि कंप्यूटर कैसी लैंग्वेज समझ सकता है और हम उसे कैसे समझा सकते हैं, और कई तरह के ऐप्स हमें सिखाया गया उसमें बनाना कि तुम कैसे बना सकते हो, और गेम्स भी बताया गया, और मैंने ट्राई भी किया और मेरा मतलब गेम बन भी गया था। मैंने उसे खेला और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। थैंक यू।
आगे क्या करना चाहते हो?
आगे तो मेरा ड्रीम है कि मैं अभी कोडिंग सीखूं और कि मैं बड़ा होके कोई ऐप में डेवलपर बन पाऊं।
आपकी जेब में जो ज्ञान है इसको निकालिए, सबको दीजिए।
थैंक यू मैम।
सो ये जो बच्चे हैं ये बवाना जैसी कॉलोनी में 12 स्क्वायर मीटर 18 स्क्वायर मीटर के कमरों में रहते हैं, और हमने जो प्रोजेक्ट कौशल जो हमने लास्ट ईयर स्टार्ट किया वो पूरा हमने ऑनलाइन स्टार्ट किया और मोबाइल पे। तो जितने बच्चों ने जो बच्चों ने स्कॉलरशिप मिली है, इनको जो सीखा है इन्होंने, ये सब मोबाइल पे रह के सीखा है। तो लैपटॉप नहीं, डेस्कटॉप नहीं, ओनली मोबाइल। और मोबाइल के बाद इतनी जानकारी ले लेना, मोबाइल में अगर हम मतलब जनरली हम यूज जो करते हैं फेसबुक, ट्विटर, लिंक्डइन, ये सब यूज करते हैं और छोटी मोटी ऐप्स, बट इन बच्चों ने मोबाइल में पढ़ाई करी है। तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट है इन बच्चों के लिए, क्योंकि अभी तक हम नवज्योति में भी हम लोग ट्रेडिशनल स्किल्स बच्चों को देते आए, जिसमें वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग हम बच्चों को देते हैं, जिसमें स्टिचिंग और अपना ब्यूटी, देन उसके बाद योगा हो गया, ये सारी चीजें हम उनको सिखाते हैं। बट ये एक बूंद रहा हमारे लिए भी, एक नेक्स्ट लेवल आया ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए भी कि बच्चों ने टेक्नोलॉजी को अपनाया और सीखा। सो बहुत अच्छा ये अवसर मिला इन बच्चों को। सो वी विल रिक्वेस्ट ऑल दी जितने भी यहाँ पर ऑल जिनका स्टार्टअप है, जो दे आर इनटू टेक्निकल फील्ड्स, सो विल रिक्वेस्ट देम इफ दे कैन सपोर्ट दीज चिल्ड्रन, तो एक कल इनका जो इनका कल है वो बहुत बेहतर बन पाएगा। ऑल्सो आई वुड लाइक टू मैं आपको उस्मानाज से मिलाना चाहूंगा। तो उस्मानाज इज वन ऑफ द चाइल्ड इन नवज्योति जिसके पास कॉन्फिडेंस, मतलब आई कैन गारंटी यू कि वो आपको कहीं नहीं मिल पाएगा। मतलब स्लम की बच्ची है और जिस तरह से बोलती है, बात करती है, सो दैट रिफ्लेक्ट्स सो मच। सो आई विल रिक्वेस्ट उस्मानाज टू कम। यस Usmanaz,
Check.
you
Check.
can
More volume, please. On mic 3rd.
हेलो एवरीवन, दिस इज़ उस्मानाज और मैं 12th क्लास की स्टूडेंट हूँ। और मेरी लाइफ में मैं हमेशा से काफ़ी लकी रही हूँ जैसा कि आप सबको पता है। और मैं एक बात और बता देती हूँ, मेरी लाइफ का सबसे लकी मोमेंट वो था जब मुझे नवज्योति में एडमिशन मिला एज अ स्टूडेंट। मैं नवज्योति में पिछले 12 सालों से पढ़ रही हूँ, मतलब फर्स्ट क्लास से मैं पढ़ रही हूँ और अभी मैं 12th क्लास में हूँ। एंड आई एम वेरी हैप्पी कि मैं अभी तक नवज्योति के साथ जुड़ी हुई हूँ और आगे मुझे जितना मौका मिलेगा मैं नवज्योति के साथ जुड़ी रहूँगी। और बहुत सारे मोमेंट्स हैं जो मुझे आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करने चाहिए, बस उनमें से कुछ है। मैंने नवज्योति के साथ काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें की, अपनी एक्टिंग स्किल्स बेटर की, काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें की, कॉमिक्स लिखी गई थी, हम लोगों ने कॉमिक्स लिखी थी, और उनमें से कुछ मोमेंट्स ऐसे हैं मेरे लिए प्राउड मोमेंट्स है जिसमें मैंने डॉक्टर किरण बेदी मैम का मैंने इंटरव्यू लिया था, और वो फोटोज़ कॉमिक्स में, बुक्स में, कैलेंडर्स में छपी थी, जिसको अभी तक मेरे घर वालों ने, मैंने खुद भी सेव करके रखा है। डॉक्टर किरण मैम के साथ मैंने और भी काफ़ी सारे लोग जिनकी मुझे इंटरव्यू लेने की अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली, मैंने सभी का इंटरव्यू लिया, काफ़ी कुछ सीखा और आज तक सीख रहे हैं। जैसा कि सुशील सर ने और बाकी मेरे सारे फ्रेंड्स ने बताया, हम लोगों ने अभी लॉकडाउन में काफ़ी सारे फ्यूचरिस्टिक कोर्सेज सीखे और अभी भी सीख रहे हैं। मैंने जय और सानिया की तरह कोडिंग में अभी काफ़ी अच्छे लेवल पे नहीं किया है, बट मैंने सीखना स्टार्ट किया है, बिकॉज एवरीवन नोज़ के 12 के बोर्ड्स होते हैं और पेरेंट्स को बोर्ड्स के मार्क्स ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट लगते हैं, क्योंकि हम इंडिया में हैं और तो वो परसेंटेज की वजह से मैंने काफ़ी लेट शुरू किया सीखना, बट आई एम हैप्पी कि मैंने सीखना शुरू किया और आज मैं यहाँ आई। मैंने काफ़ी सारे स्टार्टअप्स देखे जो टेक्निकल चीज़ों पे बेस्ड है। मुझे सब चीज़ें देख के बहुत अच्छा लगा, एंड आई विश कि मैं आगे सानिया को, जय को और आप सभी को आगे ज्वाइन कर पाऊँ, एज आई कैन डू, या होप सो आई कैन डू एवरीथिंग एज आई वांट।
थैंक यू सानिया, थैंक यू उस्मान,
थैंक यू एवरीवन,
थैंक यू। यस, सो नवज्योति एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जो बच्चों को तो मौके देता ही है, साथ साथ टीम मेंबर्स को भी. So we have one team member with me, Anand. So Anand was a student. Anand was a student in Navjyoti. और now he is teaching. He was a teacher in Navjyoti. अब he is leading एक हमारा प्रोग्राम है अर्ली लीडरशिप मॉडल नवज्योति बाल गुरुकुल, तो उसको आनंद लीड करता है और वहां पर तकरीबन 100 बच्चे उसके अंदर हैं जो कम्युनिटी में दूसरे बच्चों को पढ़ा रहे हैं, जिसमें सानिया इज वन ऑफ द फैकल्टी, उस्मानाज इज वन ऑफ द फैकल्टी, सचिन वन ऑफ द फैकल्टी. ये बच्चे कम्युनिटी में जाके दूसरे बच्चों को पढ़ाते हैं और उनको सिखाते हैं जो भी नवज्योति में सीखते हैं. सो आनंद इज लीडिंग दैट लीडरशिप मॉडल. थैंक यू आनंद. सो मैम मेरी तरफ से यस यस मैम. सो मैम अभी तक मैंने जितना हमने अभी एग्जीबिशन को एक्सप्लोर किया, सो कुछ कार्ड्स हमने एक्सचेंज किए हैं एंड काफ़ी इंटर्नशिप अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हमने देखी हैं हमारे बच्चों के लिए हो सकती हैं, और जो अभी हम फ्यूचरिस्टिक कोर्सेज जो हम कर रहे हैं अभी वो भी हम इम्प्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं. वी जस्ट वॉन्ट टू मेक ए रिक्वेस्ट कि कैसे ये जो कोर्स है, हम अगर ये टेक्नोलॉजी को हम बच्चों को लाना चाहते हैं तो कैसे इन कोर्सेज को हम इंटीग्रेट करें बच्चों के करिकुलम में, ताकि उनको ये ना लगे कि ये कोई एक्स्ट्रा कुछ उनके पे आ गया. क्योंकि जनरली जब हम बच्चों को अप्रोच करते हैं ऐसे कोर्सेज, उनको लगता है कि ये पढ़ाई नहीं है, ये कुछ और है, जबकि ये पढ़ाई से पूरा रिलेटेड है. तो कुछ ऐसे हमें सपोर्ट मिले कि ये कोर्सेज जो हैं बच्चों के लिए वो इंटीग्रेट हो जाएं इनके करिकुलम्स में. सो दिस इज ये एक सपोर्ट हम चाहते हैं. एंड दूसरा, हमारे बच्चों को टेक्निकल सपोर्ट में, क्योंकि ऑनलाइन तो हम कर रहे हैं बट एट द सेम टाइम दे नीड प्रैक्टिकल ट्रेनिंग एज वेल. तो प्रैक्टिकल ट्रेनिंग कैसे हो, हमारे बच्चे आपके पास आए या आप हमारे बच्चों के पास आए, कैसे वो सेशंस हो, तो ये सब हम प्लान कर सकते हैं आप लोगों के साथ. एंड यू कैन कॉन्टैक्ट मी, आई कैन शेयर माई कार्ड विद यू एंड ऑल्सो आई कैन, मैं अपना नंबर भी आपको बता देता हूँ. यस मैम. सो नवज्योति वेबसाइट www.navjyoti.org.in, इट्स अ वेबसाइट, आप वहां जाके डिटेल्स देख सकते हैं. यस मैम. या सो नवज्योति में आप देखें कॉन्टैक्ट अस में, अगर आप जाएंगे वहां पे तो हमारी कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल्स वहां पर है. सो यू कैन टेक द कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल्स फ्रॉम देयर, फ्रॉम द वेबसाइट. ऑल्सो वी आर एक्टिव ऑन ऑल सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म, ट्विटर, लिंक्डइन पे भी वी आर वेरी एक्टिव, ऑन फेसबुक एज वेल. सो यू कैन कॉन्टैक्ट अस through website and through social media as well. And also I can share my contact number. It's 8800-841-003. And my name is Sushil Arya. Yes, 00-841-003. Yes.
But the best is Navjyoti.communication ka jo contact info@navjyoti.org.
Yes. So, and for the communication, you can send an email on info@navjyoti.org.in.
And ask for what you want. They can ask for whatever they want.
Yes.
चाहिए, कोई idea है, इस पर info पे दे।
Yes, yes. So, आपको जो भी अगर कोई भी, if you want to collaborate, अगर आपको कुछ idea share करना हमारे साथ, anything you want to offer us and you want to request us, you can share, you can contact me और आप email भी भेज सकते हैं info@navjyoti.org.in पर.
कितने हजार बच्चे हैं जो
So,
बता दीजिए।
yes, so we have around 1,500 students in remedial education program, and they are further reaching out to another 1,000 students in the community. Yes, and जो जिस community में हम हैं वहाँ पर हजारों बच्चे हैं, जो youth बहुत बड़ी तादाद में है, so we can do बहुत सारे projects, बहुत सारी activities we can do with that community. Yes. Yes, and so we like Decode AI, जो Mr. Karthik Sharma जिसको जो इनके founder member हैं, so उन्होंने हमें app provide करी है बच्चों के लिए for artificial intelligence. So हमारे बच्चों ने ही Decode AI app में web based भी है, वो app based भी है, तो बच्चों के लिए थोड़ा easy हो गया सीखना. तो उन्होंने वहाँ पर basic of artificial intelligence and Python. So Python एक ऐसा नाम था जो बच्चे जानते ही नहीं थे, उनको पता ही नहीं था Python होता क्या, artificial होता क्या. तो कार्तिक शर्मा जी के साथ पिछले साल हमने 2020 में एक छोटा सा पायलट प्रोजेक्ट हमने लॉन्च किया था विद डिकोड एआई, और आज वो एक बहुत बड़ी शेप में आ चुका है जिसमें हमने 2500 बच्चों को ट्रेन किया है इन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में, बेसिक ऑफ आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में. यस, थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी, थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, sir. And before we proceed further, 3 cheers for Navjyoti. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Now I would request ICRA President, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, to kindly join us up on the dais.
You call the women's section of Navjyoti. Yes, yes. Now,
Okay. And ma'am, one more thing, to help you better, we have a volunteer here who will go to every table and collect their card, whosoever wants to help these children. Please put your card in this tray if you want to help these children.
perfect. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Thank you. You can move the card rather than they coming to you. Best is take the box to the table. तो फिर जरूर आएगा. Take the box to the table, whoever wish. Now you have seen, Bhavana is in northwest Delhi. It's a I told you about resettlement colony. वहाँ हजारों की youth है. वहाँ हजारों. You see, as it is, it's a very populated place. Very populated. And it's a very good mixed community. That means the benefit will go to the entire, it's a very inclusive living there, inclusive community. So हम जब वहाँ पहुँचाएंगे ये, उससे हमारी गरीबी दूर होगी वहाँ, क्योंकि they are living at the basic level. ये बच्चे इनके जो, they are all first learners. So इसलिए जब हम लोग उस कॉलोनी के साथ जुड़ेंगे, यूथ के साथ जुड़ेंगे, जो भी आपको आइडिया आएगा, आप कनेक्ट करें navjyoti.org पे, कॉन्टैक्ट पेज पे, and you will get youth. अगर मान लो untrained youth भी चाहिए, अगर नई artificial intelligence और computer oriented, you want youth, you want loyal youth, credible youth, connect with Navjyoti India Foundation and you will get. So object is, here's a human resource. Now I am switching on to a director, she's Chandni Bedi. She is the director of the rural projects of Navjyoti India Foundation. She is connecting with more than little less than 100 villages of Haryana in the Sona. She is working on women empowerment. Now this is where you will come in as women empowerment application. She will tell you herself.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
After women, we come to prison.
Sure, ma'am. So thank you so much once again, Honorable Kiran Bedi ma'am, Ashok sir, Raj sir. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to be here. So warm welcome from Navjyoti India Foundation as well to all the dignitaries and our friends who are present here. I would like to take you to history first of all before moving on to the futuristic skills, how Navjyoti was born. Well, as you are all aware by now, that it was founded by none other than our Kiran Bedi ma'am when she was DCP of North Delhi. So the idea was crime prevention through social development. So she, along with her 15 like-minded police officers, started Navjyoti India Foundation. That time it was called Navjyoti Delhi Police Foundation. Now, because we're expanding, so we call it Navjyoti India Foundation. So that's the history. And we found that there was a lot of crime in North Delhi. Because, so there was drug peddling, there were issues of drugs amongst youth. So ma'am thought, instead of putting prisoners, these youth behind bars, we should address the root cause of the problem, root cause of crime. So youth was into crime because there were no skills, there was no income generation opportunity, there was no livelihood. And hence we have this skills program for youth. And then we realized even children were into begging, pickpocketing, crime. Why? Because there was no education, there were no schools. So we reached out to children through gully schools. We reached out to them if the schools children could not go to schools. And today, as you have seen, we've expanded to areas like Bhavana and Kerala, and reaching out to more than 5,000 children over there, and almost 12,000 children, youth, we are reaching out through our Navjyoti Community College in Kerala. We also found that women were also into crime. They were also into drug peddling. So again, the problem was because there was no livelihood opportunity. So the solution was that we provide vocational training to women. But we wanted space. So where do we begin? So ma'am and the able police officers, they found a dilapidated shack in one of the slums called Yamuna Pushta, which was one of the biggest slums at that time. Now it's all demolished and people have relocated to Bhavana. So in that dilapidated shack that belonged to one of the thieves who had fled away when he got to know that police officers are coming to catch hold of him. So we found a space to start a stitching unit, which was called Aparadh Sudhar Silai Kendra. So that's the history. That's where we started. That's from where we started. And then we started receiving a lot of demands from the nearby areas, NCR, like Gurgaon, where women started approaching ma'am and they said, do something for our area as well, do something for rural areas as well. And there again, crime was a big issue, but here the difference between Delhi and Gurgaon was that in Delhi, women were participating in crime. Here, women were victims of crime. They were affected by crime. There was domestic violence, there was parda system, women were not allowed to step out of the houses. It was all patriarchal system over there in Haryana communities. So what do? So, of course, we started empowering them socially and economically, but this, I guess, sounds like any other mission of NGO to empower women socially and economically. But the challenge was, if we have to empower women economically, where is the money? Women did not have access to money at all. So, we started training them on stitching because that was something that came naturally to them. It became a movement. It's a project called Unnati, where it reached out to each and every village, and today we are reaching out to 70 villages through our Unnati program, where women started stitching and started saving money. So the amount, the money that would have gone outside to tailors, women started sewing their own clothes. So now they had access to money, they had money in their hands. So they were able to save up to rupees 100, 200, and we encouraged them to form self-help groups. So now the money started flowing in because they had access to loans. They started taking loans from self-help groups, we linked them with the banks, we provided them with financial literacy, and they started generating income. Few opened their shops, few opened their boutiques, grocery shops, they bought buffaloes, they bought seeds for their farms, and that's how the entrepreneurship movement started. The entrepreneurial journey of women started. And our stitching program today, I'm very proud to say that we have reached out to more than 1,200 women and adolescent girls through stitching program, but we realized that it just cannot run like a hobby class or a hobby course wherein they save money. So we started training them on specialized courses like corporate uniform, corporate gifting. And very recently, 2 years back during COVID, we launched our own website, www.unnaticraft.com, where you can see all the handcrafted products that women are making. We are selling and helping them market online. So that is one area where we use technology. And during COVID, the women were the ones who became bread earners because the husbands had lost a job, and the only mode of connecting to the external world was through technology, was through this website. So we really want to expand this work. We definitely are not going to stop here, and we should not stop here. Why? Because the recent report of World Economic Forum, what does it say? India has slipped 28 places in global gender gap. You've seen India's rank is 140 out of 156 countries globally in gender gap index, and this is the stats of World Economic Forum. There's hardly any women who are into labor, into workforce, just 22.3%. And what is all the more disturbing us, why we don't want to stop here, is because in South Asia, India is amongst the worst 3 performers, just above 2 countries, that's Pakistan and Afghanistan. Do we want to see ourselves there? Definitely not. So we in Navjyoti want to work and want to have this movement or a movement of women entrepreneurs at the grassroots. So while Unnati is one project, we want to get into agri-tech space, we want to get into organic farming. अभी बाहर हमने इनका एक plants का देखा, and that's something that which clicked to me that this is where we can collaborate. Organic farming is one space where we can do. Water sanitation hygiene is another entrepreneurship model where we can work together, where we can collaborate. And we know that if we have to scale up, we need technology, we need startups like you, and we can collaborate with you and connect rural and urban India. So that is what I would like to say, ma'am, that there's a huge opportunity to collaborate. We're not just in rural areas of Sona block of Gurugram, now we're expanding to Pataudi, Faruknagar, and others. So this is where we see a lot of collaboration and use of technology. And yes, the marketing options, we can work together. We've been receiving a lot of demand from the corporates. Now they're not giving orders to Amazon. They're giving orders to Unnati Craft to, so that the women in the grassroots, they get benefited. And they're providing orders, on the Diwali and Women's Day is coming, so they're providing us orders. And yeah, that's something that we would like to scale up.
What is the technology upscaling you would request for if you have?
Well, if we have to think through together, if I talk about artificial intelligence, I would love to collaborate for Unnati project. Can we have a technology where women who are making the product and, as a consumer, I can see the women making that product. Can we have that kind of technology? You have that?
That's a good idea.
I would like to volunteer for this.
Perfect.
And would like to shoot those women and making the product. And we'll do a shoot in 360 VR so that the world comes to know what.
That's it. That's the right thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. And that's what we were looking for. So virtual reality, that's right. And we can come up with app. We have our own website. We can build an app to market the products. And for organic farming, we've seen some wonderful startups outside where, we can, it uses less of water and it, we'll talk about it. So we would love to collaborate on organic farming as well, water sanitation, hygiene as well. And these are the areas where we really want to work. Because, agriculture, sewing and tailoring, cookery is another area. I'm not very familiar with cloud kitchen, but I would love to if somebody is doing that. So cookery is another area where women, we have a project or we're working with widows. And that comes naturally to them. So that is another area where we would love to collaborate. And then water sanitation and hygiene, where women are actually promoting clean and safe drinking water in the area. While Navjyoti is also working on environmental issues, we've constructed check dams and gabion structures, etc. in the Aravali range, but we would like to collaborate in these 4 entrepreneurial units that I just mentioned. Thank you.
Mr. Rajkumar would be with you after one more. He's going to take your calls, and let's see what all comes as collaboration today. Now, I'll bring you my 3rd pillar, which is the prisons pillar, where we work with the youth for rehabilitation. If you want that youth, once released from the prison, not go back to crime, then he needs rehabilitation. He needs vocational skill, and it's working. Ever since we started this project many years ago, it's working, friends. The recidivism has shown a sharp decline with any prisoner who was literate or skilled or made skilled. So we have succeeded in, it's proven that this is the only way to genuinely rehabilitate people is vocationally skilled. Now I will introduce you to the next pillar, which is, she's the director of the India Vision Foundation. So far you heard Chandani and Sushil from Navjyoti India Foundation. This is my 2nd foundation called the India Vision. Here is Monica Dhawan.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity for sharing our work with us. So India Vision Foundation is a 27-year-old organization founded by ma'am in 1994. And this foundation is the result of the award which ma'am received, Raymond Magsaysay Award. And with that award money, ma'am formed India Vision Foundation to institutionalize the reformation work she started back in 1993 in Tihar prison. If anybody remembers, then Tihar prison back in 1993 was known as an area of a crime, and there was the crime known as nursery for crime. But ma'am, during that her tenure in 1993, has initiated reformation program and transformed the prison into an ashram. So to take forward the reformation work, she founded India Vision Foundation. And foundation is presently working in prison 6 states. So we are in Delhi, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Punjab. And as ma'am shared that we are working towards reformation of the inmates inside prison. Here I just want to share with you the statistics and give you a different view of the prison. Everybody, हम जब भी prison का नाम सोचते हैं तो सोचते हैं कि जो भी जेल के अंदर होगा वो criminal होंगे. But that's not the scenario. 70% of the inmates inside prisons are under trials. So they are still going under trials, and only 30% are the convict ones. And as there is a huge youth inside the prison. So we have, over the years, we have evolved a 4S model for the reformation, which focus on Shiksha, that's education, Sanskar, that's value education, Swasth, that's physical and the mental well-being, and then comes the skills. So we work from the heart, head to heart, and then comes the hands. And as ma'am shared, we have a lot of vocational skills which we are doing inside the prison, ranging from the interest of the youth inside the prison, and also we have females inside the prison. So we are also empowering them with various women empowerment programs so that once they are back into the society, they reintegrate back into the society. So the trainings which we do inside the prisons are computer education, stitching, beautician, hair cutting, gardening, and also paintings. So we have lots of case studies where the inmates have gone back into the society and has become entrepreneurs, and not only earning livelihood for themselves, but also giving employments. So this is where I would like to urge and request you all, if you have any kind of a training program which we can make them ready for being inside the prison, and once they are out, they could be given employment or could be trained to start their own entrepreneur. So again, we have seen one of the startup of the planter in the organic farming, and since we are working in prison in Gurgaon also, so we would surely look forward to, but I urge anybody, we are also using now technology inside the prison. So one of the prisons, Haryana prison, is entirely e-technology based. So there was one of an inmate who inside was a computer engineer, and he developed a software known as Phoenix software. So the entire Haryana prison is e-prison. And during the COVID, since we were not able to reach inside the prison also, so we started e-counseling also. So that was the first prison which has initiated e-counseling, where the counselors from outside were giving mental well-being classes to the inmates inside the prison. So technology is something which we can take into the prisons also, and now the prisons are open for these kind of correctional services and the correctional opportunities also. So this is what we as India Vision Foundation do. Thank you.
कल का दिन काफ़ी एक्साइटिंग भी था और इमोशनल भी था, राइट? मैम हैव स्पेंड ऑलमोस्ट 5 hours विद अस एंड एनकरेज्ड अ लॉट. और आज का दिन और भी खास हो गया है क्योंकि आई बिलीव आप में से किसी ने उम्मीद नहीं की होगी कि आप स्टार्टअप की बात कर रहे हैं, आगे की पाइपलाइन ऑलरेडी रेडी है, राइट? सो इम्पॉर्टेंट ये है, लाइक कल और आज में हम सारे स्टार्टअप्स वी वर आस्किंग फॉर फंड मिलना चाहिए, गवर्नमेंट से ये सपोर्ट होना चाहिए, लेकिन एक लेयर ऐसी भी है जहां पर हमारी जरूरत उन लोगों को भी है, राइट? कहते हैं ना कि इस दुनिया को अगर हम कुछ देते हैं तो वापस हमसे आके जरूर कुछ ना कुछ किसी ना किसी फॉर्म में मिलता है. आप इन लोगों को फंड नहीं चाहिए और आप फंड दे भी नहीं पाएंगे क्योंकि आपकी जरूरत भी फंड है, राइट? लेकिन आप क्या दे सकते हैं? लाइक वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट टेक्नोलॉजी. तो जो लोग जिस भी किसी फील्ड में है, लाइक देयर आर एडटेक्स, प्लीज प्रोवाइड समथिंग सो दैट दे कैन लर्न द टेक्नोलॉजी, राइट? अगर आप कोई AI, IoT जितने भी सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स आप लोग बना रहे हैं, उसको कमर्शियलाइज कर रहे हैं, यू कैन ट्रेन देम एंड रादर गिविंग देम समथिंग, उसकी हेल्प लीजिए एज एन इंटर्नशिप. आप उनको एंगेज करिए. जितना ज्यादा आप उनको एंगेज करेंगे, दे विल लर्न एंड यू विल गेट a resource at a very, very low cost rather. You can give them some stipend or not, that's a separate thing. But इतना कुछ हम लोग कर सकते हैं. क्या मैं आप लोगों से ये उम्मीद कर सकता हूँ? Great.
I have a very special thing to announce here, that we are so glad to mention this. We have got an overwhelming response from everyone. I sent Homa to collect the cards and just look at the tray. I have just
Huge round of applause to everyone. I believe almost everyone has shown the interest. That's really nice.
I would like to present it to Mr. Sushil.
Please come.
So it's yours, all yours.
Including tray. There are certain corporates, you please announce.
So there are some organizations present between us who would like to present some special gifts as a memento to all these children. I would request the President ICRA, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, to kindly join us up on stage. And along with Dr. C.K. Ashok Kumar and Kiran Bedi ma'am, I would request all of you to kindly join us over here. Let's welcome them with a huge round of applause. I would request all the dignitaries to kindly join us up on stage. So we have Site 24/7 by Zoho Corporation, and they would like to present a very special gift to these children. So please, let's welcome them with a huge round of applause. Zoho Corporation, please join us up on stage. Yeah. Come forward and take a picture together. Yeah, come forward, take a picture together. Yeah. Holding the Zoho bag. And for their teachers, their mentors who are doing a spectacular job over here, ma'am, we also have something special for you. Miss Monica, yes. And ma'am, you mentioned that you are honored to have this platform. But let me tell you this, we are absolutely honored to have all of you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for introducing us to such brilliant children. Let's give a huge applause for the entire Navjyoti Foundation. Ma'am, we have more gifts. More people want to give.
मुझे एक सजेशन सभी के लिए कॉमन लगता है जो पॉसिबल है स्ट्रेट अवे. आपको इंटर्न्स चाहिए, हम देंगे आपको. Internships can straight away be offered, and the legible, capable, good boys and girls can be offered. आप नजदीक में है, दूसरे शहर में भी है, हम लोग इनको मोटिवेट करके, इंस्पायर करके आपके पास भी भेज सकते हैं. So keep this internship, apprenticeship, both. Internship and apprenticeship. आपके साथ काम करेंगे, on the job learn कर लेंगे. और अपने पास फिर आपके साथ भी काम करेंगे, कुछ अपना भी कमाएंगे. I think that's straight away possible, each one of you at any stage of your work, because you're all going to grow. You are here to grow and grow tall. So all you have to do is, as you grow tall, जहां थे आप कभी मत भूलना. ये चीज जिंदगी में जब आप करोगे, जितना ऊंचा जाओगे उतना जमीन को कभी मत भूलना, और कुछ ना कुछ देने के लिए एक क्षमता रखना. जब आप जितना देते जाओगे, बांटते जाओगे, उतने आप ऊंचे होते जाओगे. ये कुदरत का नियम है. सो आई वुड सजेस्ट इंटर्नशिप्स इज एन ऑप्शन. आप हमें ईमेल्स भेजेंगे, आप मुझे नहीं भूल जाएंगे या किसी को, तो राजकुमार जी और हमारे अशोक भाई हैं, इनको भेज दीजिए, बिकॉज दे आर गोइंग टू बी कनेक्टेड नाउ विद दीज फाउंडेशंस एंड दे वुड बी आर रियली एलिफेंट्स पॉ. In fact, I want to thank Ashok ji and Rajkumar ji that you've given me this opportunity कि अब हम हजारों बच्चों को आपके साथ जोड़ रहे हैं. आज गांव के लोग, शहर के लोग और प्रिजन के लोग, जहां यूथ भरी हुई है, वहां पर यूथ ही भरी हुई है, उस यूथ को भी हम rehabilitate करेंगे. I think it will become one of the most unique programs of this event and of course maybe of this time. Thank you very much.
So you have brought your finance and marketing managers here. You better call your human resources now. Yes. And we have many, many more gifts coming your way. Thank you so much, Zoho Corporation, for joining us over here. And kids, please stay here. We have so many more amazing and special gifts. So we have a gift from Plutus Plus by NABARD. Let's welcome the NABARD representatives on the stage. We have a very special gift from their side. I would request the representative to kindly join us up here. What lovely gifts we have over here. Kids, these are for you. Let me just get it for you. One is for you, this is the body wash. Handmade. Ma'am.
If we have your approval, I have an idea. Do we form a WhatsApp group of this session? Do we create a WhatsApp group of this session? Say, Raj will do it, we will stay connected. All right, friends? We will become a WhatsApp group so that we can keep sharing. We are here for more time, not one event. So I've already told my Sushil Kumar, Sushil already, and Rajkumarji. We will make a WhatsApp group, and whoever needs what, we can keep interacting. All right? You will know who did what. I think we are friends now for a longer time. Right? So we have grown from startup now to, हम तो second gear पे आ गए, अब तो third gear पे जाएंगे. So we were on gear 1, we were on gear 2. I think we are now catching speed by uniting with each other, becoming a synergy of intelligence and technology.
Yeah, please, sir. Go on.
Thank you. We are a Plutus Plus Handicrafts Private Limited, so we are a completely women organization. Mridula is my the founder director with me, so she always say like I'm only the Prince Crown in my company, and yeah. So thank you. Yeah. So what we wanna do with this Navjyoti Foundation, we want to collaborate for the training of these people. The women are associated with Navjyoti Foundation. We want to give them a job. Okay. So the ladies, till the time we have trained more than 550 plus female of Bihar rural farmers. Okay, they people are now earning from their home. They are now developing their own skincare products. They are selling it in the niche market. They have a very good tie-up with the Khadi organization, National Rural Livelihood Mission. Now we are looking towards the Jammu Kashmir, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and Pondicherry. What we wanted to do in the last 2 months, we are doing on some of the cluster making program. So now when we listen the Navjyoti Foundation, they have a very good connects with the Gurugram, Sohna, Farooq Nagar in this area. So what we have decided only 5 minutes ago, like we are gonna making a cluster here in Gurgaon only. Right. So in this cluster, we will be going to connect with more than 3,000 ladies, 3,000 farmers, and 3,000 the women entrepreneurs only we are going to develop here. So I would like to invite from my side, Mridula, please say a few words. Yeah.
Before that, to the man who is motivating so many women.
Absolutely. There is a verb like every successful man behind there is a woman, but here in Plutus Plus more than 500 successful females, there is a man behind them. And Jagat is here. We are, as Jagat has already told, we are associated with more than 500 females and farmers. So we are not only imparting the skill how to make these products, rather how to make these products, how to pack these products, how to market these products. Let's connect India to the richness and goodness of Bharat. So this is our slogan, "Aa ab laut chale from India to Bharat." So this is why we have named as Plutus Plus. It also have a very unique story. We believe that if a Burger King or a McDonald's can sell our tikki in a burger and call it a burger, why not हम अपना मीठा पूड़ा पैनकेक के नाम से MNCs में लेके जा सके, abroad लेके जा सके. So that's why we have named Plutus Plus. Plutus जैसे हमारे यहाँ लक्ष्मी जी होती हैं, वैसे ग्रीक के अबंडेंस के गॉड हैं प्लूटस. तो हम लोगों ने भी इस बार स्मार्ट गेम खेली है. हम लोग भी अपनी लक्ष्मी जी को प्लूटस कहे के. तो नाउ दिस इज द टाइम, let's not go vocal for the local, let's go global for the local products. So this is our vision and mission.
Sania is a brand.
Yes.
Sania brand.
Okay. And we would like to have Sania as our brand ambassador. So very, Sania. तो हम लोग सोचे थे कि हम किसको ब्रांड एम्बेसडर बनाएं, किसी सेलिब्रिटी को बनाएं, किसी इन्फ्लुएंसर को बनाएं. तो लगता है कि आज here this is the best outcome of our presence in this enclave कि we found our brand ambassador here. So thank you very much, and Sania, and it will be very honor for us to if you will accept this opportunity.
So on behalf of First World Community, and we have an TOFA, that is Tamil Nadu Organic Farmers Association, we will support both the organizations' products to market in Tamil Nadu and across South India.
Wow, Plutus Plus, I must tell you that you are doing a very noble job. And Sanya, you must be feeling at the top of the world. Can we give a huge cheer for Plutus Plus and Sanya, of course? Give us a cheer, everyone. Give us a cheer. Come on. Make some noise, yeah. Let's bring a good smile on your face for the picture. Thank you. Thank you so much, Plutus Plus, for joining us over here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, it's a very special moment for ICRA. It's our absolute honor that here, right now, we are going to launch our legendary book, written by the legend herself, Dr. Kiran Bedi ma'am, Fearless Governance. I would request Kiran Bedi ma'am to kindly present the book to President ICRA, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, and Dr. C.K. Ashok Kumar. Wow, this is such an honor for the entire All India Council for Robotics and Automation that this is happening at our platform. Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Please go on.
So it's a great honor to have Kiranji with us today. And I have known her as a governor from Pondicherry. I admire her ability to transform the society. So today I have witnessed the compassionate side of her, bringing two organizations, and the speed with which she acts, it's something amazing. It puzzles me how this woman at the age of 70 plus with so much of energy, and when I invited to Tiruvannamalai, she was climbing the mountain so fast, all of us, we are so running behind her. So that is the kind of energy. She is a great tennis player. I see a Serena Williams in her, and a great social reformer, and the compassion, I see a Mother Teresa in her, the boldness of Indira Gandhi, and Kalpana Chawla, the great astronaut, the all-woman. She is the greatest living woman icon of the whole world, I would say. Yeah, this is a great honor. Yeah, Indra Nui. Yeah, so many women champions rolled all in one in her. So I great salute to her, and she is an icon, and she has so many inspirations we can draw from her, and it's a real honor to have her, and the fearless governance will inspire many people of the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And yes, once again, we have just launched Fearless Governance. We would request you to kindly buy it and read it. I'm sure it's going to be a spectacular book. Let's give it up for Fearless Governance, everyone. And kids, do you want more gifts? Yes, yes. I want to hear louder. Yes, do you want more gifts? Yes. Okay, so, I was just given two names here, but as I was seeing standing on the stage, more and more people were bringing in so many gifts, and we are so overwhelmed to have received them. Just look at the tray we have got here. So this is from Core Champ, I believe, right? So this is from Core Champ. Let's give it up for Core Champ. It's a special gift from their side, so I would help you with this, please, please. More and more gifts are pouring in. Absolutely.
And हमारा एक्चुअली प्लेटफॉर्म का जो नाम है STEMinspire.in. मैं एक चीज़ कवर करना चाहता हूँ, जैसे यहाँ पे 50+ स्टार्टअप्स हैं, तो जैसे मैम ने कहा, किरण मैम ने, हर कोई बच्चों के साथ कोलैबोरेट कर सकता है और उनको हम सिखा सकते हैं। हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे आप अपना जितनी भी, जहाँ पे कोई ड्रोन की कंपनी है, कुछ हेल्थ केयर की है, आप अपना कोर्स हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे आके जस्ट अपलोड करो, बच्चे फ्री में उसको लर्न करेंगे एंड हम उनको अपना सर्टिफिकेट दे सकते हैं। जितनी भी कंपनीज हैं हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे अपना ही कोर्स अपलोड कर सकते हैं, ये उसमें फीचर्स हैं। तो हम बच्चों को एक नहीं बहुत सारी टेक्नोलॉजी हर कोई स्टार्टअप सिखा सकता है।
Thank you so much, Coach. Let's take a quick group picture together. Yeah. Kiran ma'am, they are humbly requesting you to kindly join us up on stage. Wow. Let's give a big cheer to them, everyone. Come on. And kids, we want to see you all smiling. You have just received so many amazing gifts. We want to see all of you smile. Okay, and with this we have Okay. We have Mr. Paras Sangwan from Pajasa Agro, and let me tell you what they're giving to them. It's a very special gift. Do you all love fruits? We all love fruits. It's very healthy. Yes, so it's from the side of Pajasa. Please, sir, go ahead and do the honors. Yeah, let's give it up for Pajasa Agro, everyone. Okay, sure, sir. Don't worry, I have not forgot. You were the first one I was supposed to mention. All right, it's all right, sir. Alpha planters. Alpha patients. I know. They were the ones who were supposed to go first. Yeah, absolutely, sir. You have a really good thought. Do you all like the gift? Yes? So let's give a huge, huge round of applause. Come on, everyone, for Pajasa Agro. And one more organization we have. Let's take a quick group picture together. Quick group picture. Lunch हो गया, ये हो गया, एक चीज और है, फिर lunch है, ठीक है? Come on, guys, let's give it up for them. Let's keep the claps rolling, everybody. Okay, and we have.
Stay connected. We are connected now.
Today we came.
They have already dropped in their cards.
But I think they are more than happy we are serving something. Yeah. It's more than happy. Thank you.
And this list, I don't think so it's gonna end here. Yeah, more and more gifts are pouring in, and now we have the co-founder, Nitin Lalit of Alpha Planters. So let's welcome Alpha Planters on stage. I'm sure they have something really special. They have been waiting since past 45 minutes to do this. And yeah, patiently waiting. So can we have you on the stage, please? Yes, please, please go ahead, sir. I will not stop you anymore.
So, ma'am. You already gave me this.
But what was our future?
Oh, sorry. It's okay. Don't worry, sir, we can pass it. So we can pass it.
In small packet but bada dhamaka.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the correct word for that. Chota packet, bada dhamaka. Thank you so much, Alpha Planters. Yeah, sure, absolutely, all yours.
My journey started, I will not take very long, but I'll take most points which actually fit between this Chota Packet Bada Dhamaka and between my venture here. I started in 2007 when I left India and I went outside to Canada to learn something and do something better. The day I first heard Jan Gan Man on a foreign land, it was a totally different experience. I was feeling homesick. But I didn't have much skill at that time. Entrepreneurship ki lehar aayi nahi thi abhi, back in 2007. But I was always curious to do something. But on the way I acquired a lot of skills, but that was not the journey. It was only a journey, not a destination. So I found out that we are an agriculture-based country and a lot of stuff. I read so many news about it. And also, India is full of gardening community as well. But somewhere I also found that we are all in prison and shackled with old technologies till the time what we are using, which have been found in Mohenjo-daro and Harappa excavations. The same gamla is being used till today. And so I use my skills to develop something better, which can save water, generate employment, enhance skill, and use and save national wealth, that is water, by using national waste, that is plastic, and saving the national health through organic food. But it did not come at a very, I had to go through a lot of hoops and hurdles. My father did not talk to me for 1.5 years. They said, like, bhai, Canada वापस जा, यहाँ क्या करेगा? I had to do a lot of, sorry, so I'll cut it short. But anyways, I am deeply moved by these Chota Packet Bada Dhamakas. And we are going to collaborate with them for sure, because what I believe, सिर्फ coding नहीं, seeding भी बहुत ज़रूरी है. So let's not only stay on coding, guys. Let's move to seeding, क्योंकि खाना बहुत ज़रूरी है, शुद्ध खाना, स्वच्छ खाना भी बहुत ज़रूरी है. So coding नहीं, seeding भी, और ये दोनों साथ साथ चलेगा. Thank you very much, Alpha Planters, Nitin Lalit. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Alpha Planters. And since we are running a little behind the schedule, so in respect of time, I'm just going to announce it here. We have 2 more organizations who want to provide their services to you absolutely free of cost. So we have Lokesh Kumar, the sales manager from Tech Nidhi, who have just given me his card, that they have an application on women's safety. And it's a paid application, but they want to provide it to all of you absolutely free of cost. So I'm just handing over his card to one of your team members. I would request Mr. Sushil to kindly take it. This is for you from and wow. And can we take a quick group picture? Like, okay, it's already happened. It's still in the pipeline. Yeah, come on, photographer. Come on, let's take a quick group picture. Yes, yes. Come on, come on. Everyone smile. Yes, please. You're getting gifts here.
These children have deserved it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But they didn't
Brilliant.
come for gifts, they were just getting them. They came only to see and learn.
Gifts is
Absolutely.
they only get it, that's a real gift.
Right.
Divine.
In fact, they are a gift to our country.
That's a gift for us.
Yes. And one more gift, I would say. The service that Mr. Girish Agarwal want to provide. So whosoever here wants to become a chartered accountant, you will get their entire education, their entire coaching absolutely free of cost. I would just simply hand the card over to Mr. Sushil. So please, you can take it and you can contact them. If any one of these children or anyone in your Navjyoti Foundation or anywhere in the world wants to become a chartered accountant, you can contact them. And now, I guess we have already taken so much time of yours, so we are just going to wrap it up. Let's wrap it up with a quick group picture and a cheer for Navjyoti. And Monica ma'am, what was the name? India Vision Foundation. Absolutely. Let's give a huge round of applause for both of them. And 3 cheers, guys. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Can we have the photographer, the last group picture, and let's wrap it up? Or even better. Yeah. Don't worry. Yes, let's do it, let's do it. Mega victory sign. Mega victory. Anand, yes, please join us up on stage. Ashok sir, please join us up on stage. Sameer sir, please join us up. Avinash sir, please join us up. Sure. Kids, can you come in front, please? Kids, please come in front. Okay. We have Raj sir's mom here as well. Yeah.
With this, we are proceeding towards our next session of the day. After that, we're going to have our lunch break. And post-lunch, we're going to have a brilliant funding session. Yes, a session on funding and investment opportunities by Mr. Sameer Dahotre. But before that, right now, we're going to have a session on technology innovations and its integration across industries by Mr. Praveen Khanna, Vice President Alliances, Score Me Solutions Private Limited. I would request Mr. Praveen to kindly join us here backstage. And kids, thank you so much for joining us here. Okay, yeah, sir, please come here. Have you set up कर लेना अपना, उनको presentation देनी है. Please, sir, you can set up. Start. We'll start once ma'am, please. Thank you so much, Kiran ma'am, for joining us here. Thank you so much, the entire Navjyoti Foundation. Again, India Vision Foundation. And thank you so much, India Vision Foundation. You guys are doing a very noble and spectacular job. And I wish you all the luck. It's our honor to have you here with us. Now we'll have a presentation by Mr. Praveen. So, sir, I would request you kindly take over. In like 1 minute, sorry. Once they leave.
Yeah, once. May I request you to please click a photograph of me, and will there be a photograph or something?
Yeah, absolutely, sir. So meanwhile, you'll be speaking. We'll have a photographer here. We'll take your pictures. Don't worry.
Perfect.
Yeah.
If that can be shared with me. No problem.
Because I think they're going to take another 5 minutes.
No problem at all.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to have a presentation by Mr. Praveen Khanna, Vice President Alliances, Score Me Solutions Private Limited, on technology innovations and its integration across industries. Sir, please take over the dais.
Sir, you can.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Praveen Khanna on behalf of ScoreMe Solutions. And it's a huge privilege to be presenting here at the ICRA IndiaFirst Tech Startup event. So before I delve into who we are as ScoreMe and what we do in the area of lending tech, just a brief introduction about myself. I have about 2 decades of experience in the financial services industry. I started my career with Wipro Technologies, had a decade-long career there. I then worked at a London-based financial services firm, IHS Markit. And over the last 6 months, I've been working at the startup ScoreMe Solutions in the area of lending tech.
Can we have some silence here, please? We have a presentation going on. Can we please shut the door and request everyone to be kindly seated? Please be seated. We have a presentation going on. Everyone, please remain silent. Thank you. So please carry on.
Sure. So I think it's a huge privilege for me to be presenting in the area of lending tech. Now, before I actually get into specifically the area of lending tech, just a few statistics on what's happening in the fintech sector in India. So we've seen a 5x growth in the area of fintech, and this spans across wealth tech, red tech, lending tech. So in the year 2015, we had about 400 fintechs in India, and that number has now grown to 2,100. So the current market size for fintechs in India is about 2.3 lakh crores, and it's expected to grow to 8.35 lakh crores by the year 2026. So it's a huge, phenomenal growth in the fintech sector in India. Now moving forward, why is this growth, phenomenal growth happening? The primary driver behind this is the fact that we are living today in the digital age. In terms of demographics, given we have a Gen Y, Gen Z population, India today has the largest fintech adoption rate in the world. We have an adoption rate of about 87% versus a global fintech adoption rate of 67%. India today has 700 million users accessing internet via mobile. This is estimated to grow to about 1.5 billion users by 2040. In terms of the transactions, until 2020, only 38% of the banking transactions were digital. This number is expected to grow to about 72% by the year 2025. UPI and BNPL, they've been really increasing their market share, and there's been a 120% increase year on year. And today we have about 500 plus digital lending apps in India. Now, why is this also being supported by the government? There's a huge mindset change. There are 4 themes that are at play. There's the Aadhaar-based identity that the government has created. There's UPI-based payments. And the biggest benefit for fintech lenders or providers of lending tech technology has been the availability of MCA, ITR, GST, CERSAI-based data through APIs that the government has opened up. So we can use these APIs, we can leverage information that's publicly available, and we can help create credit analytics in a faster, smoother way. The recent budget proposal to essentially integrate post offices and to set up 75 digital banking units in 75 districts is another great move by the government. So the other essential element in terms of fintechs is the phygital experience. So while digital banking is continuing to take off, there has to be a blend of physical and digital experience, and customization is key. We need alternative data sources. We need to profile customers using geography, using the social circle, spending habits. All of that data is also now being used in terms of analytics and customer profiling. We're also blending bureau-based data, and essentially higher the credit score, the lower will be the interest rate in terms of lending. What's also happened as with the advent of digital is the product life cycle has shrunk a lot. So I was talking to a Care Now, Pay Later provider recently, And what's happened is they're using 200 plus parameters in their lending space, and they're able to dish out loans in under 5 minutes. We ourselves as ScoreMe, we are able to do analytics across 87 odd parameters, and our objective is to offer loans in under 30 minutes itself. So it's been a huge shrinking of the product life cycle with the advent of digital. There's new banks that have also emerged, which is also helping the digital lending space. So what this has resulted in is plenty of innovative models. You've got account aggregators, you've point of sale transaction-based lending, buy now, pay later lending, which has really taken off. And there are new banking apps and new banks that have really emerged on the scene. So let me just delve into what we specifically do as ScoreMe. So as I said, we are specifically in the area of lending tech. Our idea is to really reduce the turnaround time and enhance decision making for credit analytics. We are parented by a tier 1 merchant investment bank, Resurgent India. Resurgent has been in the capital markets, debt syndication, valuations business over the last 15 odd years. And they decided to parent this fintech ScoreMe in the year 2017. So since 2017, ScoreMe is basically doing digital lending and has been providing APIs for faster decision making in the area of lending. We now serve more than 200 odd customers in the area of banks, NBFCs. We've got 100 odd digital champions, our team, who's based in Gurgaon, and then we've got presence across 6 cities in India. And we're also recognized by Startup India. So what's the solution about? The solution essentially is across all these different segments. We started with bank statement analysis. So there's a lot of unstructured data in banks, in these statements. What we've done is we've regularized it, and we can do analytics and decision-making based on the bank statement. We've extended the offerings across GST analysis. We then moved to financial statements and legal data analysis. We can also do analysis across ITRs, and then we've got services across KYCs and legal data analysis. So what we do is we fetch information from all these financial statements automatically. We run our analytics behind, and then we are able to offer credit decision making in a fast and a seamless way. So a typical use case would be, let's say you are a retail customer, you're seeking a loan from a bank. I still remember about a decade back when I had to approach a bank for a loan, there used to be huge paperwork. So I would approach a bank, the bank would ask for all the paper-based documents. They would take 30 to 35 days in terms of decision making. Now that cycle time can be reduced to under 30 minutes. We can, through net banking or through a document upload, access the bank statement of the retail borrower. We can fetch the ITR statements from the ITR portal. In case you are an MSME borrower, we can access information across GST, across MCA reports, and within 5 minutes, we can triangulate this information and we can do decision making. So this makes credit decision making much more faster, easier, and much more seamless. So we also implemented several interesting offerings on top of what we are already doing today. There's a new product that we've developed. It's called Sampan. It stands for Simplified Analysis of MSMEs using PAN. So just on the basis of PAN information today, I'm able to extract both on a consent and a non-consent base, legal information, EPFO data, MCA analytics, analytics on ITR, GST-based information. And the idea is essentially to build a financial risk, legal risk, management risk, and business risk scorecard about the MSME borrower. So how this gets used is what we do is we build a scorecard, and in case the MSME borrower, in case we need to raise the limit, the CC limit, or in case we need to do an auto renewal on the loan, we use this scorecard to automatically send a signal to the branch, and the auto renewal can automatically be initiated. So there's several use cases that some fund can be used across: easy auto renewals, monitoring of existing accounts, working capital lending, and automation of credit policy. And our eventual objective is to build an end-to-end digital lending platform. So we've got the APIs that are running at the back end, and we will provide you with a digital lending platform which will be used for loan origination and loan decision making. So a single platform offering all different types of loans. So our eventual aim is to basically fuse human intelligence along with artificial intelligence. We can offer lending across retail, MSME loans, buy now, pay later, and the objective is, through the credit analytics, to enable financial inclusion in India. That's our broad goal. So that's a brief presentation about ScoreMe. Happy to hear any questions, you know. All right, thank you. No problem.
I would request you to kindly stay back. We have adopted a plantation in your name. So I would request Ms. Manisha Sharma to kindly join us up on stage and present the tree adoption certificate to Mr. Praveen. Ms. Manisha, please join us up on stage and do the honors. So please, in the middle, please.
Sure.
Kindly accepted, sir. And also, sir, we have a small token of honor and love from the side of ICRA. Could we please have the memento on stage? I would request Ms. Manisha to kindly present the same to Mr. Praveen. Thank you so much, sir, for all your support. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Ms. Manisha. I would now like to announce the lunch break. I'm sure by now you all must have built a very healthy appetite. So yes, we are breaking for lunch here. You all can proceed towards the ballroom Allure. Yeah, I hope you already know the way. You all were here yesterday, right? Yeah, okay. Thank you. I'll see you after the break, I guess, sharp at 3:30. We'll be resuming the conclave back at 3:30. Please be here by then.